I use my phone.
Is it you know how like you can put the height and the weight and all that? Yeah. Is it sufficient? Like it'll keep away from the low bridges?
It's not 100 because like if you go to New York, they don't measure our bridges like and stuff like how we down here. You know, they measure from the street on up. In New York, they measure from the curve on up. So you might see something say 13.6. It's kind of like it's iffy, you know, 12.8, you know. So it's like you gotta kind of like know your truck and know your height to get there. Sometimes, you know, I had a driver get off on the expressway. We running the same way. He like, where'd you go at? I said, I kept up the other way. Yeah. He went on the express lane, so he getting there. He like, oh shit getting tight. The numbers start dropping. He like, man, like, look, best thing you can do is take the middle lane. If you take up 2 lanes to get through there, you gotta take it. So he ended up taking it. And he was like, dang. He like, you know what? That was kind of tight. I said, well, you keep on going. I'm going this way.
Drop the airbags too, yeah. But even that, cause you can skin the top off a trailer and it look like it's all day.
Oh yeah, I done tapped the bridge before. Hey, 3 miles an hour. Cause I pulled up on it. I was like, maybe I can make it.
Do you think it's worth
3 miles?
3 miles an hour.
Oh, so that's cool.
No, hell no.
I ain't gonna say cool, but I seen some videos where those dudes was like smacking bridges doing like 60, 70.
That's because they on some other shit. Me, I was on some cautious, like, I don't know, I might be able to make it. So I hit the second gear, I'm like, that joint like, boom, that shit fucked the whole top up.
You think it's
3 miles an hour, so you know, we hit it like 20 miles an hour, that shit can open it for real.
Yeah, I seen some crazy shit.
You think it's worth having drivers?
Hell no.
Oh, you said
I used to look when he had them driving. I was driving for position with him. Went ahead and bought my truck 7 months out of school, and then went on my own. And 8 months later, bought another truck, and then I just bought another one probably like a year ago. But I had started my own company with Progressive because Progressive lets you add as many trucks as you want to. You know, the insurance could be kind of high, but I knew I was going to grow kind of fast. Yeah. So I had like 8 trucks underneath the company at one time, like running and dispatching everybody. So. Or some of the owner operators.
And all this is within a year too.
Yeah.
You got 8 trucks within a year?
Yeah, like so I was when I hopped out there, anytime I put a mine or something, I'm on it. You know, so when I had the trucks on there, I'm sending them, you know, everybody making money and all that stuff. But then I had in the process, like say you just came on, like, bro, I need a job. All right, cool. I'll take and put you in a truck. But my goal is to really get you from 8 months to a year in your own truck. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working with you like as soon as you come on, like cuz I tell you, like I got him in the truck and now he basically the same story I am. He got his license and something was cool. He came out. I put him in a job. He running with a truck now. Now he hungry. He want his own. So you know I'm basically gonna let him get my first truck I had that I swapped out and did a lot of stuff too, which was my baby I cradled. So now he'll get more use out of it than I will. But having drivers is like I downsized from the 8. I went down to 5. The 3 trucks I did have, I'm keeping them and I'm gonna just run my own stuff. But then it's like you hire drivers, you put them in there, like, oh shit, I'm almost late for my joint. So they get in there and let the air pressure build up and take off. So by them not pre-tripping and not even starting the truck just to look around and see if anything leaking or listen for certain stuff, costs you in that. So I had
and you trying to look out, and they costing you thousands of dollars.
So like one dude, he was driving, I put him in a truck, took him away from his company, he making good money. He running, he getting in there. I got him where he doubling up his money a day. Like I pay you, you go run Giant. Giant was like $900 a day. So I pay you $300 a day. Even if you go in there and you do 6 hours worth of work, they're gonna pay me for 10, so I'm gonna pay you for 10. So if you get the 3, I double it up and send them to Costco. You go to Costco at nighttime. Costco is like probably about $1,100, so I let him go ahead and double it up because it's a little further out. I gotta put more fuel in it now. Right. So I give him another 3 on that. So instead of you making a 3 for the day, you'd have made 6 for the day.
And that's all.
And
he coming home the same day.
Right. Yeah, he be on same day.
So my technique is to go over the road. That's not the only way to do it.
At all.
You looking for drivers?
Somebody must have.
I tried to warn everybody.
I got 4 stories I can go into.
What's the worst one?
Drivers gonna cost you more money than they making.
Helping somebody get on their own and fuck your insurance up. Yep. That's one. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 people right now that probably got a bill, probably maybe close to about 10,000 out there right now. That's old. I just rather just cut them off, you know, and just keep it moving because I'm like this. I'm like a, how can you say it? I'm like a magnet. You feel me? I attract certain stuff with the energy like you be talking about. So it's like I get a lot of different plugs. I, you know, plug into other people. You know, networking is the key in trucking. So when you can get more stuff than they can get, they doing bad without you. Then with you gonna keep on going because you know what they're not to expect. You know what you're looking for. You know what you want. But when I had team goals, so my thing was take you, all us get a yard. You know, even though you got 1 truck, I got 1. I tell them we got shit. Whoever, how many in the classroom? Like 15, 20.
Nah, I don't know. It's like 50 seats.
All right, so 50 seats. Everybody got one truck. When a company call me, I tell them I got 50 trucks, even though I got one. When they call you, you tell them you got 50. They call you, you tell them you got 50. So now you looked at more as a whole for numbers of trucks. Why would I give one truck, like one thing of work to him? No, he got one truck, he break down, now I got something to worry about if my load gonna make it. I tell y'all got 50 trucks, y'all can cover how much work I wanna give y'all. Y'all like a whole company. So I'd rather just supply the big number than the little man.
Right.
Y'all got any questions for him? He got out the joint, put his mind to something, and started. They talk about starting from the bottom, and made something out of nothing, and still going. So a lot of people out here is tapping out. He's still going, and it's a few people. Everybody not built for it. Everybody ain't built for it. That's the fact of it. And when y'all hear a lot of people talking negative about trucking, what they really saying is, I couldn't cut it.
Yeah. Right.
Instead of owning up and saying, I fucked up or did something wrong, figuring out and then coming back and then
it's a story.
altering it.
I don't want to hear my business.
Bro, take a stand.
Yeah, D, go ahead. This ain't the Sean show, bro.
But let him tell it and then see where he at now. Peace and blessings, y'all.
What's going on?
All right, my name's Akeem.
I've been walking up in this bitch all swole.
Listen, I don't know Sean personally, but I did. Sean did help me get into the business by watching Instagram. Me and my fiance. So long story short, I jumped in here about 2021. I was a bus driver at MTA, so I'm from your local hood. So you know, so I know.
You did MTA?
Yeah, I did that shit for 10 years. I don't knock it. Got my CDLs when I was 21. I gave up on trucking when I was 21 because I ain't understand it. I ain't had no teachers. Being 21 and young, I chose the other life, street and MCA. I made the shit work. I did. I made it work. Yeah, I made it work. I don't do it no more, but I made it work. But most of the story came in at 2021, caught my truck. One thing I will tell you, I brought a 2015 DD15 13 speed. One thing when I tell my story real quick, I'm gonna be fast. Don't buy DEF trucks.
But I tell y'all earlier when I was talking about the newer trucks.
Trash.
If you're working for a company and they tell you got to put a 2-gallon container of clear substance into that one tank and fuel going into that tank, don't buy that truck. That's gonna help you understand DEF. It's another thing I'm not gonna go into a picture about.
Diesel exhaust.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I thought it was like.
Don't buy that truck. I'm gonna continue, bro. I just told you one thing. Don't buy that truck. If you can refrain from it.
That for a reason.
That for a reason. DEF. You know, so I bought me a truck 2021. I jumped into this business at the end of COVID. So when COVID was starting to lighten up and the rates started to drop, it was to the point where power only was making money. That's when I came in. I didn't have a trailer. So I put down $20,000 to get a truck. I gave them $20K down in Charlotte, brought it home, tagged it up on authority, straight coming straight out. But I learned all this shit, excuse my language, from watching he was doing it. So I had to tap in, Instagram.
You not,
Yeah, sound like the hood hero for real.
No, I'm for real. I'm gonna be honest. I don't lie to nobody. I don't cut corners. You know, I ain't know Gotti. I just met Gotti 2 years ago, like a year or two ago. So I saw that.
So I ain't do all that shit for nothing.
No.
That's good because y'all don't know. At one point in time, I was spending $900 a week on advertising to reach y'all.
No, bro. Instagram
I ain't
reached
asked
me.
none of y'all for
That was free.
And I did this for years.
I watched them.
So it's good to know that what I was doing
I watched
y'all, because I made a lot of sacrifices. Matter of fact, this is a sacrifice. Told y'all I ain't even been home. I slept in the car right across the street, so I wouldn't oversleep. And I just drove back from Chicago, washed up at the truck stop, shaved, come over here with y'all. So if I can sacrifice for y'all, y'all have to sacrifice for yourself. Cause can't nobody put more into you than you putting into yourself. You're not gonna get no results.
But I'm about to mess him up right here, Sean. Let me finish him. That's why he laughing.
I don't want you try me, bro.
No, I'm gonna finish him. Everybody like to tell
challenge.
him. We all do. So, my truck was repossessed January 3rd, 2023. This year.
Oh yeah.
I lost it. When the race dropped, I had a trailer payment $1,500, truck note $1,300. Just got a house built in Owens Mill, mortgage $2,800. Porsche QX80 truck. What I tell you where I come from. So I had this stuff before I got into trucking. But I didn't think, one thing I'm gonna say, don't think the finances that you been trucking with, it's gonna be the same finances you may finish with. If you work hard enough, pray you can keep everything that you have. The cars, whatever. A house, you're gonna keep that first. But like other accessories, that's liabilities, you may lose them. I'm filing bankruptcy. This is a real testimony. I want to hear the truth. Filing bankruptcy again. I did that shit. I don't feel real bad. No, I don't. Because at the end of the day, I don't feel bad about nothing I say. Because I've never been a brother that hop behind a mask.
Right.
Fuck, I'm gonna lie to you for. Excuse my language. Why I'm gonna lie to you? If I lie to you and somebody tell you the truth about me that know me, that think you know me, now I lie. That nigga's a lie. He a fake. That's not me. So now, you see why I'm dirty? Bought me another truck. But this time I cashed out. You know, I cashed out. And then the process of my testimony was when I was doing Giants with them, my fiance, I helped her become a freight broker. Sent her to UMBC. Online classes. It was free. So COVID had helped. It was a benefit. It was a gift and a curse. COVID was. But we never know what the curse was going to come up for trucking and be this. But this is what trucking always been, like Adi said. I came in at the end. So when I realized how the process was, I'm like, yo, I say this is, it's a trucking reset, but this is what trucking is. This is what the rates supposed to been before they went up. So I lost the truck in 2023. I found a white guy named Nick on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace, guys, that's gonna be your best friend for starting off small. You feel me? Facebook Marketplace. This 1996 Cascade I brought XL.
Take a mechanic with you.
I didn't take no mechanic. I took my man Slick. Slick is another dude that's an owner operator. I didn't take one. But what I did was what God did was what God did. He wanted $22,000 for the truck, but this one trucking was changing. So the rates was dropping. So when rates drop, equipment gonna drop, trailers gonna drop, trucks gonna drop. The business they gonna hit too.
Do y'all see how everything y'all know what confirmation is when you hear something over and over again?
This coming from a dude who started in 2021. He
Exactly what I told
me.
y'all earlier.
God started with for me.
I ain't bullshit now.
It's the process. So long story short, in my testimony like this, I chased the truck. Me and Nick became cool. He lived in PA. Became cool. I chased that truck from January. I landed that truck in August 11th this year. He wanted $22,000. He couldn't wait for me. He held the truck for 7 months. But I guess something happened where he needed that truck gone. He ran into the auction in July. It didn't go. So I ain't talked to him for a month. I'm like, let me see, can I finish getting all this money and getting shit together? Got it together. Me and my fiance went up there August 11th. I bought that truck for $13,600. God showed me patience. This business is going, I'm telling you, you gotta be patient and you gotta be a good networker.
And y'all hear how God keep coming up?
Yeah.
I don't know if any of y'all don't believe in God. I'm not telling nobody which religion.
No.
Because
not at all.
they all the same.
And you believe in
If
something.
you really step well, I ain't gonna go into it, but
Yeah.
all of them, they are Abrahamic religions. Islam and Christianity is stepbrothers. You got Abraham and Hagar, then you got Sarah. It's just two different families. They are related. People just got but the point is, you're gonna have to have a belief in the higher power, because there's gonna be times
A lot of faith gonna be tested.
life gonna test you, boy.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody above getting tested. Every now and then you're gonna get pulled by the neck. It's your turn. And that's gonna determine. Most people would have quit.
Nah, I went broke again.
Yeah, most people would have quit.
Nah, you can't give up on it. Like
That's
trucking,
what tell who gonna win it and who not.
But you gotta tell them though, shit. You might be out there trucking and it seems like a good time. First time y'all issued that truck, you might be like, man, fuck this shit.
won't do it now. Just bought
Yeah.
the truck from this guy. We trying to get it together, fix it. Now it's to the point now I'm learning how, like, look, God's showing me now. Money ain't long right now, so you can't just say, yo, fix that for me. It's, go learn.
You got a grease gun?
Oh, she got all that. And we got, look.
You know where your grease point's at on your truck?
Yeah.
That's gonna save you 50% of your maintenance.
Yeah, keeping the grease.
Yeah, because a lot of premature part failure is due to lack of lubrication.
Yeah.
And everything underneath your truck is exposed to the elements, the rain, the salt, and all that. Also, you got a diagnostics computer?
Nah, I need to buy one.
What year is your truck?
9.6.
Well, you can get away with not needing that as much. but it's good to have a diagnosis.
It's good. I had one of these, not this per se. I had this company called, if anybody do decide to go, if you're an automatic driver and you can't find an older automatic truck, and you do decide to get a truck that got DEF,
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just don't even
really do it.
Remember what I said about the box trucks?
Don't
do it. Don't do it. Cause
try not to though.
It's gonna wind up putting you out of business.
You could be doing other things to get rid of it, deleting it, dropping it out, all
so
that.
What's the bad thing about the DEF truck?
It malfunctions.
It malfunctions. So many systems. It's like this. Have you ever drove? Excuse me, my bad, bro. I'm gonna say this. I done drove every last car except for foreign. I'm gonna say this one thing. If they tell you buy a Honda Accord, or you used to drive a Honda Acura and stuff, then you say, no, I want to step to the big leagues. Mm-hmm. You want to get that German.
You feel the difference.
You want to see that Mercedes.
Yeah, right.
You want to see that Audi. You want to see that Maserati. You want to see that? That's how the price point is with DEF. Because at the end of the day, a lot of mechanics, I don't think, know how to fix it yet. Or if they do know how to fix it, they'll rob your pockets. The sensors are affordable. They can be spent. They can be high. The sensors that run with that system. But at the end of the day, it's the mechanics. Right. But what most important about DEF, I've realized, you need this. If you know how to work this, if you can read this and use this, maybe you can operate that a lot better. I'm not saying there's not pros and cons and things you can't fix, but how far are you willing to go to learn? I can say that. But I did it. And when I met these guys, that's all we was talking about. So when y'all get y'all trucks, I know y'all gonna do it, try to find the best people that can give you good advice, and people that's talking things that you don't like Sean said earlier, try to shy away from them. You could be cool, but that's not the advice I want. I want that advice. So I clicked up with him, I met him, I met a couple other guys. And the older trucks just kept hitting, but I fell in love with the older trucks. So I'm like, I want one. And guess what God did? You want one? This is what you're gonna have to do to get one. So he took me out of one, hit me in this one. So it was either go broke again, or go and work for somebody for another 10 years, do some shit I don't like. Nah, I couldn't do it. Fuck it. Sacrifice again. So that's why I'm dirty. We about to go try to fix this shit. Excuse my language, so we can run this load Monday. I can drop it off.
And you said you started off in
2021.
Yeah.
See, I'm different. I want more trucks. I do. I'm different from them. I want the headache. Because at the end of the day, my goal is, how quick can I build a small company? Small. I don't need 10 drivers. I'm happy with a 3-man team, 5-man team. Like what I can afford. I want the headache. I want the smoke. I do. Because at the end of the day, eventually, God's going to weave out every last good man or woman I can keep. He going to leave them with me.
You talking about drivers?
Yeah. I want the headache.
Have you had drivers?
No, not yet.
Right.
Not yet. But at the end of the day, everything don't work for everybody.
You can do it.
But it's all about how you do it. So I'm not against it. I'm not against it.
No, I don't want.
I'm not against it. Huh?
It's something.
He told me, he said, you want drivers? I was like, hell yeah, I want like 10 trucks. I was like, all right. So I got up to 8 drivers. After like 8, I was like, you know what, this is the shit he was talking about right here. I dropped down to the 6, and after that it was like, kept going.
Right.
You can't be
me.
Right.
You can't be told this.
Yeah.
You gotta learn it. I'm gonna try. Eventually.
This is something you gotta go through.
Yeah, you gotta go through it.
You gotta have your own experience.
You gotta experience it. You don't never learn until you try it.
If you're gonna have drivers, only have them in paid off trucks. If you do have,
that's what I learned.
If you do have a note, keep the note under $1,000. Also,
if you can't drive a 10 to 13 speed, and we didn't rebuild you, me and my team didn't help me rebuild each truck. I didn't broke cash. If you can't drive it, I can't hire you.
And also, failed on the operators are the best drivers. People who own trucks before and don't want to deal with it, and they rather drive for somebody because they understand the mechanics behind it, because they done fix shit. So they understand this ain't just a flat tire on the road that I could have addressed at the yard. This $600 coming out of his pocket, and I want him to pay me, as opposed to we could have fixed it at the yard for $150.
Right. I helped my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law while I was running my first truck get their CDLs. They wrote. This how good the race was. I was able to tell them they was in a bad place, and they could call me right now, but they was trying to figure some things out. I said, you run with me, you ride with me, you read, I give you $650 a week. They got it. That's how COVID money was. Now I can't do that. But now they driving for other people. They figuring their way out. But But at the end of the day, you got to know what you want, how you want to do it. Anything's possible.
The pay rate is gonna go back up, like.
Everything goes up and down. So all right.
Stock market.
Real estate. You got no, don't go because I want to talk about something. You got buyers markets and you got sellers markets. Stocks, you got bear markets and bull markets. Everything goes up and down. Truckers had a field day a year and a half ago. Then brokers had a field day, which we thought. Now shippers had. I know people that got direct shippers that they've been hauling for years under contract, and they coming back wanting to renegotiate at half. And they've been hauling for. They not even using brokers. They going direct. And anybody that's in trucking to tell you direct shippers
That's the best way.
Is the highest level. But I do want to. One of my topics. I want to talk to y'all about health though. I want you to chime in. I was just being funny. You come up all smooth.
No. But listen though.
But trucking will kill you.
Yes.
A lot of drivers done died behind the wheel, heart attack, and died driving. And I was 285 not too long ago. I'm 225, 220, depending on what scale I get on. If y'all, well, because they are calibrated different, and it depends on what I'm wearing as well. But y'all gonna have to get some type of health regimen. And I was wondering why they taught us this when we was in trucking school. What the health got to do with it? It's all fine and dandy when you getting 200 gallons of diesel and you get a free refill, and you got a 64-ounce keg filled with soda, and you drinking 2 of them a day. That shit catch up with you. That ain't nothing but liquid sugar. Eating at truck stops and all that shit. I ain't no health freak. I built up when I was in the joint, but other than that, I don't take it that serious. But I will say though, you gonna have to fast. I know you don't like it, but you gonna not that bullshit they talking about now, that intermittent. That's not a fast. Your fast don't even kick in until the 3rd day. You need to go 3 to 7 days with no food, straight water, and you need to purge your body. And you need to do that at least like once a month. If you do a weekend a month and you do 1 day a week, like a Wednesday where you don't eat, then that'll help. But that road will kill you. And especially when you're making money because you don't have no limits to what you can buy to eat.
Me, I just found the gym everywhere I go. So
right. You got any health tips for them?
Oh, health tips. I came from being 250 pounds. I was 250 back in 2013. I lost, I can show you pictures, prove everything. It's on my social medias. People know me through the city for health and fitness. But 250 back in 2013. I dropped down to my lowest of 174, and then I'm back at 214.
What did you do to drop?
What I did was I cleaned my diet up first. I did cardio every day.
What you cut out?
Oh, I ain't drink soda no more. I don't drink soda. To this day, I really don't drink soda. If I do, it's a can of ginger ale. So, cut away soda. I drink a lot of water. I eat a lot more healthier food. So I'm on the road. If I go to Corral at a truck stop, I'm getting some fish, broccoli, and some rice, and I'm gone. I eat like some certain guys that eat probably if they locked up. They eat the basic shit, tuna, basic healthy sources. So I just eat a little lighter on the road. Stay away from McDonald's.
That's not even food.
That's not real good food.
You don't even digest it.
So if you go to certain places, if you got the funds, if you see a TGI Friday, you can go in there and get some good salad. You can get healthy food. Go in there. Just to get that, spend that little $20 and eat something decent. Because while you're driving 8-10 hours down the highway, it can get overburned. Drink a lot of water. Keep your kidneys clean. Kidneys will get, you will have kidney issues from driving, eating all that bad food. That will happen. You can gain diabetes from that. The reason why I got into fitness because my parents are fighting that issue. My mother, diabetic, vision loss, all that stuff from eating bad. So you see the bad habits they did, I just corrected them. I'm like, no, I don't want to live like that. So now I'm not the healthiest, but yes, my mental, like I ain't gonna lie, if my truck wasn't having this issue, I wasn't with Gotti, 6:30 in the morning I'd be at the gym. I guarantee you. If I didn't have to hook up with him and get this brother support and help me get myself started and going back up.
How often do you go? You say you go to the gym
6 days a week. I would be at the gym tomorrow morning at 6:30 because I know I'm dealing with this fucking problem with my truck. So that I know I'm going to fix. Excuse my language.
If you're trying to be Tony Atlas,
I will be there tomorrow at 7.
Get his ass. Now, I just lost 65 pounds, and if you like to read, there's a book by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that I wrote years ago. It's called How to Eat to Live.
Okay.
And it talks about the eating once a day, which is just copy. They talking about intermittent fast. That's not a fast. Then it says if you want to go even further, eat every other day. And if you want to be in optimum health and never get sick, eat every 3 days. So I don't eat every day. I eat like 3 times a week. And when I do eat, I eat once a day. And it gives my body time to digest.
Break it down.
And it speed up my metabolism. And I got back to, this is the size I was before I went on the road. So that's a good thing to try. You need to get some discipline though.
You cut the black and miles out?
I did not. Matter of fact, I
they're struggle. Every time I be trying.
I got a pipe now.
A pipe?
You ever seen the old men?
Oh, the little tobacco pipe?
Yeah.
My father had one.
That's some of the sweetest tobacco
Yeah,
you
I'm
smell.
gonna try that out.
I got that. I be puffing on that. That shit sweet as a motherfucker. But I haven't. I should. And this ain't about being Captain America. What I'm saying is, while you out there, when you get in the truck and you own the business, sometimes when you looking at the money, you just gonna be days you going. I done drove from here to California, left Friday, got there Monday.
Yeah.
Days. And it's gonna catch up to your body.
Yep.
I was getting massages every week. I had to. I don't need to do that no more.
My brother-in-law going through that right now.
You overburn your body when you eating unhealthy, and you sitting up all day. You sleeping on a little cheap ass mattress. You bouncing all day, and that shit is unhealthy. So if nothing else, drink some water, cut them sodas out, or just like I was talking about with the rap and all that, put some cut on it. Drink some water, eat less bread. Most stuff that's white ain't good for you.
Right.
Sugar, bread, all type of stuff like that.
The
Cut
white
that
thing you
out.
can get is jasmine rice. Jasmine rice.
Yeah.
Jasmine rice. That's
Get you a salad every now and then. Start chewing on ginger. Get you a bottle of honey, and I like to chew on raw ginger. That shit is like sending the army to attack foul shit in your body. And fasting, if nothing else, fast. A real fast, intermittent fasting. I don't respect it.
Okay.
Personally.
But on the back end of what they were saying, you follow me? Know your body. You follow me? Make them appointments. Go to the doctors. Go get checkups.
You had any health scares?
No, I'm good. I weigh 300 pounds. So actually, it's 292. I got a blood pressure of a 19-year-old. You follow me?
Y'all keep eating McDonald's. Y'all gonna have to get colon.
Exactly.
Colonoscopies.
When I get that
stick
truck,
a finger in your butt to check and see if you got colon cancer. If you don't want that, stay away from large fat.
and I've been this
I ain't
size
doing it. I'm a doctor.
for 20 years. You know what I mean? My weight fluctuates 5 to 10 pounds. I'm not fat. I'm thick. You follow me? I'm in good shape. I can run. I stay at the doctor's because I need to know what I'm facing. You follow me? What's going on? When I get in the truck, like you said, I got packs of tuna fish, crackers, water, juices, apple juice, orange juice. You follow me? Because I still need my nutrition. But, you follow me? Sodas make you thirsty for more. You drink one, you on one, two, you're going to drink.
They got scientists that help put that stuff together, that put chemicals in it that make you want to move and drink.
Exactly.
A lot of times when you think you're hungry, you're not hungry.
No.
You're going through withdrawal. When your stomach growling, that's not because you're hungry. That's because you're used to eating at a certain time, and your body starts pushing out chemicals for digestion. That's what you're hearing. That don't mean
You're hungry.
No,
That's some hunger pains.
No, it's just. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so like I said, I mean, listen, the doctor is your friend. You follow me, to a degree, because you need to know what you're battling. You follow me? But they will take something and flip the script on you and tell you, like, I've been getting DOT physicals for every 2 years since 2001. You follow me? So 2 years ago, I go to do my DOT physical, and the lady's gonna tell me, you gotta go to a sleep apnea test because your BMI. Now, did y'all hear what I said about my size 2 minutes ago?
Right.
I've been this size.
All your life.
You know what I'm saying? So what changed today from yesterday to make me gotta go take a sleep apnea test?
So that means she was just judging you out the brick.
Because of a test.
Exactly.
That test was based off of a completely different species of human being.
Exactly.
That's not even based on
It's based on the
us.
Caucasian stuff.
Exactly.
So that's not a good
Don't go to
rule.
Concentric for your DOT.
Don't go to Q Central. Hey, y'all need a good DOT, man. I have his number.
The Asian guy.
Yeah, so we good. Yeah. Yeah,
Mr.
yeah, little H dude, that's my man.
Yeah,
Cause
Mr. Jones.
now, Concentra, my company, my consortium was running through Concentra. You follow me? Only thing I use Concentra for is new hires. You follow me? And I ain't doing that no time soon. So if my drivers are pretty much smaller than me, so they can go down there and do their DOT physicals. I go see my dude. You follow me?
Cause they
I was
too strict.
just,
They
I was
commercial.
just there the other day.
They're
I was
commercial.
in there for like 30 minutes.
They tied in to
DOT
get that
cut
stuff
out.
back.
But look at your size though.
Yeah, you good.
I'm about
Oh, so y'all saw.
Yeah, so I went to my DOT physical.
You know what I'm saying?
Alright, everybody can't talk at the same. Let's respect one
Excuse,
another.
I'm sorry, dude. I can vouch for. I went and did my DOT physical back in. Oh yeah, I've been working, jumping from job to job, just messing around. But I had to do one for the little bus company up BWI. I did that for like 2 weeks. It wasn't for me. I was like, man, this ain't for me. But they sent me to go do a physical. But when I did my physical, the doctor was like, the system is saying you're overweight, but I gotta override this because they don't see what I see.
Mhm.
You work out.
Yeah,
You're in the
right,
fitness, so your weight is your body structure. So the key into what Sean said and his brother said, they look at a system and it's based off
going
of
off the numbers.
the chart.
Right.
So if your chart, if you a person that's fit or a little bit thicker and hold a little bit more weight, it's just they're looking at a chart. Then they're gonna try to judge it from their own eyes. I think they do that sometimes. But she had to change it. She changed it. She fixed it. She like, no, I had to put in the system that whatever code she had to put, she did it. Gave my 2 years and let me go. But then I realized, I'm like, you know what? I'm 212. I'm gonna drop 12 more pounds. So I'd rather just keep it healthy because that will put you out their business. It's too many guys that fell asleep.
It's crazy. I didn't know they cared about the weight.
And,
You see the truck drivers, the guys that.
And guess what? Them dudes got
deal.
DOT cars probably for every 90 days.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
see, I
and that's
didn't
a-
know about that.
Yeah, they on their way out.
that's another reason why health is so important. Because you see some of the people, when you're out on the road, you see some of the people getting out of them trucks.
Slow.
Yeah.
He had to see that coming.
Yeah.
You follow me? And you did nothing about it. No, I can't. Listen, it's not happening.
Speaking on getting
Follow
out of the truck, do any of y'all have any idea what y'all would do if y'all lost y'all license? How y'all would make a living?
After I finish crying?
Because it's hard to find something else that's going to supplement what you used to make in the truck,
Right.
even as a company driver.
I lost
This-
mine.
That's gonna be a
I
whole
was
change.
owner operator hauling fuel.
Yeah,
Man, slipped up last year, caught a DUI.
I got one too.
And all that.
I got DUI. That's how I lost it the first time. That life got rough after that, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, got real.
So y'all need to be thinking about. I don't suggest swapping industries. I think the way you master something is you move around within it and you build on the foundation. So like we went to diesel mechanic school. You driving now?
No, I just got my CDL like a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Congratulations.
Finally got it.
That's good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So y'all need to think about that. It's pilot cars. You see these oversized loads out here. I just took a class for that, and they get paid the same amount as people driving a car. The class is $350. You follow the oversized load. They still paying. They don't pay the same as flatbeds, but they pay the same amount as drive-ins do. Mechanics. A lot of places would train you to be a diesel mechanic, and will supply you with tools and all that. Give you a tool allowance and stuff. So it might be a good idea to think about that, or be real cautious before you get out there and play it how you want to play it, because they will stick you with the long arm of the law. Trust me, I've had it happen twice, and that shit ain't fun.
Just comment on everybody who had their CDLs. If y'all don't already know, the things you do with the CDL, like you know, in your regular car,
You stricter.
Translate.
And they stricter.
Yeah, they stricter. So you gotta be careful about that too. So don't think if you're in your regular car, you get pulled over by that cop and you're doing something, they're gonna look at your license and hold you to a high standard.
And
Always remember that.
And let me tell you something else. You ain't hired until you start.
How about that?
These companies will send you through orientation, background check and everything, give you a start date and everything, and call you the day before to tell you something came back. And you done put in 2 weeks at your job or whatever, or thought you had something going. Don't trust these jobs. You ain't hired until you start.
Yeah, they did.
That's some fucked up shit, ain't it?
They didn't hire me because I couldn't provide my year or 2 years that I told them I was working. I couldn't provide my bank
verification.
statements.
Bank
The
statements.
job wanted bank statements?
TMC wanted, bank statements, bro.
I don't know, that's personal.
I heard like
Bank statements. Bank statements.
TMC real. What I'm learning about them, they get
I
more
told them
values
I'm
on how they
telling
hire
you,
these black
bank
African Americans.
Yeah.
For being a business owner, I'm learning these stuff.
I wish he was here earlier. We was talking about that.
I was
This
gonna
is
say
still
that.
the good old boy network at the top.
Yeah.
At the top,
Yeah.
we just getting in the game.
Yeah,
now.
we late. We late.
Piggyback off what
Go
you
ahead,
just said.
cause that's important. What you about to say?
What?
You
telling
learning about these companies?
Oh, well, so what the companies do now is this: when you get into owning your own business and you start to finding out different grants and things you can do, these big companies get a lot of grants, and they gotta hire a certain amount of ethnic background. That's why, like, when I see the women truckers coming out and being able to become truck drivers and buy trucks and stuff, y'all can get a good grant writer. It's a lot of money y'all can get because y'all starting your own business as women. Now I don't know how they gonna piggyback it with white or black, but
They get a double minority.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
For
y'all-
being a
yeah,
female
being a
and being
So
African
TMC probably gets to the point where they probably try to play with you, probably because you ain't have enough either driving experience. Bank statements don't matter.
Yeah.
That's what I
It
think.
don't matter.
That's
I
personal.
passed,
That's
I told him I
personal.
could pass the hair follicle. I told him, you know, I've
You
been
know.
out of prison for 10 years. You know, I ain't been back.
You
So
know.
I'm thinking if I can drive, at least I know how to drive. I mean, you know, drive forward and drive back. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. But, bro, they got all the way down to.
Certain big companies got that, bro. I'm telling you, what I'm
I
learning.
wouldn't even worry about them.
Yeah.
I stick with Gotti and
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
that's
Get my
the way
road
to go.
experience, you
Yeah.
know, and I
Get your own.
taught myself.
And really, I wouldn't even rush out and get my own authority if I was you.
I'm on
Because
that.
a lot of people
Yeah.
be working with homeboys and family and all this and be and counting pennies. They be counting pennies, and every single load they're looking at, well, he made this much up. But look how much they saving.
Right.
And part of the problem is that we don't work together. That's why we don't have no strength.
That's the whole problem, man. That's why I like.
So I wouldn't even rush out and get no authority. I would stay right there. You see the geese when they fly south, when they all in the V.
And that's the thing.
Stay in the pack.
I don't want to be a company driver no more because, like I say, I'm not in a position, or I'm not with a company that is allowing me. No pun intended. But they're not allowing me to make the ceiling of 2 or between 15 and 2. You know what I'm saying?
You need to leave them. A company driver is only for the beginning. That when I started, we needed 2 years of experience. Once you get 3 to 6 months experience, it's time to go. There's companies out here where you can do lease purchase programs with no money down. They got sign-on bonuses. What I suggest, they're gonna feed the hell out you in the beginning. Go to one of them, stay for a month or 2, get the sign-on bonus, and benefit off of those high rates in the beginning, and take that money and put it towards a down payment or something.
Yeah, that's
and
what
get
I'm
out of
trying to
there.
do, because I'm only making enough money to pay the bills. I'm not making no money to stack for me to get my truck.
But
cuz grade, give me a truck. You know what I'm saying?
Give
And
him a
just let
round of
me
applause
run
for that.
with it, then come back to him on
Give him
a
a
back
round
end,
of
you know what I
applause for
mean?
that.
So that's why, like I said, if it wasn't for him and then him introduced me to you, he's the one that put me on you. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
but-
saying? He's like, look, follow this, and he's like, yo, follow him, and he's going to teach you what everything that I'm teaching, but he might explain it in a different way.
But it's the
You know
gifts
what I'm
that
saying?
keep on giving. And what happens when you get in the trucking? All my homeboys trucking. I was the first one. It took my brother 2 years. And then after he get it, everybody else started going in line. And as people start seeing your income increase and seeing your life transform, the ones that ain't hating is going to try to get on board. And so you're going to have a positive effect on everybody that you come in contact with. And you need to pass the blessing on because closed hands don't get fed. I read a book one time. It said you always supposed to have one hand reaching up and one hand reaching back. So when people talk about getting in rooms with people that's smarter than them or got more money than them, yes, you're supposed to do that. But that's only one part of it. You have to give back. That's why religions talk about tithes and penance and all this different stuff. It always has to be a reciprocal circulation of blessings. You have to give, but you also, a lot of givers have problems with receiving. I'm like that. I don't like people giving me stuff. Well, I always say I don't want it. because I'm not expecting nothing from somebody. But actually, when you don't receive a gift or something from somebody, it actually stops the circulation.
Right.
So you actually blocking your blessings, whether you need it or not, or whether you was doing something to get something or not. You have to receive it, because receiving is a part of the whole giving process. That's when you troubleshooting electrical, it's called a circuit, because the energy flows in a circle, as above, so below, up and down, back and forth. It is what you put out come back. So, but you have to take it when they come back, because if you don't, then it's stopping the flow, and so you can be really hurting yourself.
Right. That's why I brought my dispatcher with me here, so she can rub shoulders. She worked 24 hours. I think
That's awesome.
I think she worked a little too hard, you know what I'm saying, and not getting what she deserved. But I'm like, if anybody got their own company, or, you know what I'm saying, need a good dispatcher, I can vouch for her, you know what I'm saying, and she help her drivers, you know what I'm saying, she on point, punctual.
And you got this authority, or you book your own loads?
Well, I mean, I book my own loads.
Yeah.
It don't hurt to, talk to other people and see what they got going on.
Yeah.
I book my own loads also, and the reason why I stopped using the dispatch, because me seeing where he was booking the truck and running the truck and what type of load he was running it, the dollar amount made sense, but the overall run didn't, because you did hit me from here to here, and then you picking up this ungodly heavy load that's going up in the mountains. You follow me? It's costing. I know the road, I know the landscape, I know what weight. If I'm going in the mountains, I want a light load. If I'm running down the bottom, I'll take a heavy load because it's flat ground.
You got direct shippers?
Oh, no, so I don't actually book the loads. I am the one, once the loads is assigned, I'm on top of the driver, making sure that they're at the yard at a certain time.
That's important.
I'm talking to the brokers, what time, if they running behind, if they late, if they broke down, talking to the mechanics, trying to help the drivers go where they need to go.
So you do it all.
I'm talking to them if they tired,
Don't get caught up in that.
If they tired?
No.
Because they're each your life.
You trying to slick like you trying to talk to the God through the bars. Don't get caught. I want someone to say.
No, you're real.
Don't
It's
get
real.
caught up in that. And then characteristic of a driver is they're talkative.
Yeah.
Drivers sit and talk all damn day. That's why they had the headphones on. So don't get wrapped up in that.
But
No
this company, I'm not booking loads. I've booked loads before for car haulers, things
Okay.
like that, which is totally different
That's
than
totally
dry
different.
vans.
That's what it is.
I would like to say this. I spent the money, my fiance, like I said, she became a freight broker. So she lost that authority after a year. You get it every year, you gotta renew it every year. It's like $5,000. So if you like doing it like that, my opinion.
$5,000?
Yeah,
I got a different company for it.
When we come back, I'll bring that down.
You
But they
talking
also
about
look
the
at
bond?
credit. The bond. They look at your credit, and our credit was good. So we got it for 5. Because it could be up, the highest amount is 10 for the bond every year, 10,000. But they got it down to us for 5. So I kicked up to $5,000 so she'd be a broker. So one thing I thought about it after we did it, and it was hard for her to land some shippers. You got TQL, Convoy, all these big brokers companies. So I'm like, damn. But she wasn't gonna leave her full-time job that she'd been there for 10 years to go start over. Everybody don't have that heart. I did. I'm going through the process. What I can say is, if you can get in with be honest, if you can get in with a TQL or a Convoy, right? Still their shippers. This is dog eat dog game. This is what I'm learning. Like, in that process for you can grow, because you can be a good broker, but you got to get into a company that allows you to see who they dealing with, the shippers. So once you learn the shippers, you just got to get yourself in the door with them.
I talked to all the brokers. I talked to the brokers. They used to hear me speak or talk or whatever. They not used to hearing from my boss or whoever else is booking the loads. They look at me, because I'm the only one to answer the emails or phone calls.
Okay. So, and to piggyback off what he just said, if you do get into one of them larger companies, make sure they don't have a non-compete clause. Because if you go steal their brokers, they will sue you.
Yeah, they can sue you. But you gotta.
You get, when your rate confirmation,
you gotta
had an
learn how to.
address.
You're right.
Yes.
You can call them back.
Yes.
You
to
can
the
call
warehouse.
those numbers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm meaning. Like they got their address and stuff. You can figure out who I need to call.
I've done some things like that for my boss to try to help him. Went to all the, cause I'm out in Harford County, I went off to like places in Aberdeen, things like that, try to help him.
Okay.
And, he had a good leads, a lot of them. But I don't know if he followed up or if he followed up and just didn't tell me that he followed up cause he don't wanna, break me off for finding this. I don't know.
What he just said about this man, a dog world. Every single person I know that started a container company stole that contract from the person
Right.
they released to.
Right.
So he might not have told you,
Yeah, I don't know.
cause this ain't the most honest business.
My fiance had a couple of shippers that she was this close in Dundalk area landing.
Right.
But due to the fact that sometimes I realize, I say, baby, know what it is? This guy been dealing with probably a certain type of a couple brokers, and it's like, it's okay. But maybe, if my fiance probably would have had a lot more trucks under her,
Right.
and say, listen, I got 10 trucks. Like, I can run, he was only moving paper to Hershey, PA. Paper.
Rolls of paper.
Rolls of paper.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how much? Yeah, they heavy loads. That's
You gotta
over.
be careful with them, cause they'll slide and burst out the side of your trailer.
Yeah, so you gotta be careful with that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, it was like that broker business. It's just, it's tough. It's tough too.
To speak about what you was speaking about, the young fella about pre-tripping.
Oh, that's a problem.
Bro, I drive PA region. Like I'm in PA 7 days a week. Right, whether I'm going through PA, going to the top of the states, like, what I'm saying, Boston, whatever, Connecticut, whatever. But those heavy loads, and you ain't pre-trip, you ain't check your antifreeze, because when you going up the hill with a 45, 47, $42,000 load, I don't care what gear you going in, you're not gonna get up the hill over 35, 40 miles an hour if you go up the steep. Now that you got some torque up in there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I don't advise freight liners for heavy loads running PA region.
Not the new trucks.
Yeah.
I had in 2017.
They got some horses out
bought-
there now.
I
Yeah, I need
bought,
Gotti truck pretty strong.
Yeah, Gotti can run that.
Yeah,
Look at he laughing. He ain't gonna do it
Depending on
though.
what you did to it.
I bought
They got some horses.
I bought
out
5
there.
trucks, right? I bought 2 Cascadias, 2 Max Forces, and
Max Forces?
I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. This is when they first started, when they was giving them out like candy, and I was in the candy line.
Yeah,
right?
I ain't did.
I got a check for that too. And T660 KW Aerocab Condo, awesome truck. The first Cascadia burned down in West Virginia. The second one, that DD15 motor, blew up. Oh, my fault. When I first bought it, I brought this up because of what he said. That DEF, it's called the one box, and it's on the passenger side of the truck. I bought 2 2012 Cascadias.
They about 10 grand just the box.
Just the box. So listen, the first week that I bought this truck, it derated right there in Hagerstown, right? And I'm calling back. Look, I just bought the truck. Blah, 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 blah. So I had to get it towed to Hagerstown Freightliner, and he told me my one box was gone. It's gonna cost me $10,000 to fix. You follow me? I called the people I bought the truck from. Hey, what y'all gonna do about this? Hey, I ain't had a truck a week. And he gonna tell me, well, you gonna have to pay for it. We gonna get you a loan to pay for it. What you mean? What you gonna do is you gonna get my $25,000 back that I gave y'all to get the 2 trucks, and you can come get both of them. Oh no, we can work it out. Go ahead, do that. So I'm saying this to say, like he said, stay away from the DEF trucks. Right now, I got 4 2005 Internationals, a 9900, 2 9400s, and a 9200. And I got a 96 379P. Follow me? P grade get rebuilt. One of the 9200 is getting in frame right now, so I'm running all old trucks. I got a 2014 Mac, right? It's an automatic, but it's been deleted. Running truck. But I'm gonna sell it because I want all mechanical. I don't want no more of that new stuff. And once I the Pete is my show truck. You follow me?
What motor?
550 cat. You know what I mean? That's my show truck. So that's my end game. That's my when I'm tired of playing with these other trucks. That's the truck I'll drive because nobody else will get their hands on that. You follow me? That's not a truck for a novice. You gotta know what you're doing to drive that truck. It's a 100-mile-an-hour truck, and the torque is through the roof. I don't care what you pull on it. Like you said about that hill, I can run up that hill at 80 miles an hour. Anything that you put on the back of that truck. You understand what I'm saying? So if y'all want to do this, put your heart into it. If you're doing it for the money, you're in the wrong business. You follow me? Because you're gonna get the money, but if you don't love what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? I love what I'm doing. I can't do nothing else. You follow me? But I like he said, I thought ahead because I know I can't drive forever. So I make certain investments in other places. You understand what I'm saying? So I can have a residual income and I can go put my big toe in there. Follow me? Because that's my end game. You understand what I'm saying? What he just said. And the best part about that, I bought all my real estate when the housing market crashed. You follow me? So when the house that I live in, I got for just over 170,000. My house is worth upwards of $500,000 now.
I got a question. So
How many years that took? No, go ahead.
Oh.
Sure as I bought my house in 2015. I moved in there in 2012, and I actually bought it because I was on a lease purchase program, and I actually bought it in 2015, and like I said, in 2018, 19, that's when the housing market started going back up.
I got a question for you, and I know what you said. It's good to transition from trucking to real estate. But the way the real estate is going, is it? I know it's going to be a little tough and more expensive. Is it still worth it to get?
It's worth it, but right now isn't the time to buy.
Okay.
Unless you got cash.
Because of the interest rate.
Because of the interest rate.
Right.
You follow me? And the thing is, if you got cash, or if you want to go in flip mode, if you got a line of credit, you can utilize that line of credit because people are still buying houses regardless if the interest rate is going up or not. That's not exactly. You understand what I'm saying? So you can negotiate your own rates. But if you can get a foreclosure for the low, you follow me and make 20, 30, 40, 50,000 off of it real quick. But you got to have your own line of credit. You understand what I'm saying? Because if or your credit score is high enough where as though you can go to the bank and say, look, I want to buy this property to flip it. You can do it. You follow me? And it'd be the smooth transition. Like after I leave here, I gotta go to meeting. I have a meeting with somebody about my business credit line getting upped. You follow me? Which will give me that liquid power to just move any way I need to because the money is just gonna be sitting there for me to utilize whenever I need it for whatever I need it for.
So one more question, and I'm gonna ask too many. The line of credit.
Nah, it ain't too many. We out here tonight. I'm teaching y'all because trucking is what I know. I just like to help people, but this ain't the only way to get some money.
Right. So is it a difference between like a line of credit and good credit? What's the difference? Like you say line of credit and like say like I want to get a loan or something. Is it a big difference or?
Yeah, it's a big difference because a line of credit means it revolves. You follow me? If I borrow 10,000 from you, right, and I pay you back your 10,000 plus your interest, what does that leave me? Nothing.
Right.
But if I give you a $10,000 line of credit and you use 7,000 of it and pay my 7,000, guess what you got left?
Yeah.
You still got $10,000 line of credit to go do something else with. See the difference? So a lot of y'all gonna be getting phone calls for, oh, you need working capital, this, that, and third. Don't take the money.
I done did it.
I done did it. I done did it 3 times.
I did
it.
it.
You know stuff. Don't take the money.
Don't take the money.
Don't take it.
I got 40,000 first, then they gave me 70,000, then they gave me 120,000.
Oh, they give you the MCAs?
Yeah, they were busting me. You understand what I'm saying? And they was hitting my account every day. Pop, 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 pop. But I was bringing in the money that could handle it until, remember 5 trucks I told you I bought?
Shit went broke. Yeah.
That one broke.
Yeah.
That one broke. The Max Forces was lemons. That's still sitting in my parking lot. I got $100,000 worth of paperweight in my yard.
I don't even know how they
You follow me?
I don't even know how they got away with it.
I don't know how they got away with it either, but guess what? I gracefully bowed out, filed bankruptcy on them. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part, I was fighting them not file bankruptcy until somebody hit me like, boy, that's for you.
No, that's pride. See,
That's,
let me tell you something. My attorney told me this. Bankruptcy is not what people think. That
No,
is
it's not
a
the end of the
business.
world.
Bankruptcy is a business
It's a
strategy.
business.
exactly.
It's not you failed.
And that's how I
I know
felt.
attorneys that got people that come in every year, every 7 years,
Every 7
on
years.
down, and that's a part of their business strategy.
You write everybody off and start over new.
You gotta pay, you gotta pay,
Yeah, all right.
Let me tell you what bankruptcy is just running off on the plug.
That part, legally. All right,
That's
okay.
all it
It's it's two different bankruptcies. It's 7 and 13. This is actually some levels, but I did 7 and 13, right? And I'm glad
Why
that I
you did
did.
13?
I'm gonna tell you why. When I filed, had the big BMW, this, that, and third, the whole nine. You follow me? The company was $500,000 in the hole, right? Who signed for the company?
you did.
Me.
Personal guarantor.
Exactly. So, I dissolved the LLC and put that under Chapter 7. You follow me? And I filed Chapter 13 for myself because had I not, that it gave them privy to my property.
You wanted to keep the stuff that you bought.
No, okay. The lady that was in the witch car was kind of anal, so she wouldn't let me keep the BMW. So they took my Beamer. You understand what I'm saying? But I kept my houses and my trucks. You can have that Beamer. You follow me? So, long story short, the 13 worked out because I got to keep everything that I had. And while I'm restructuring, which I was already structured, but I couldn't utilize no credit. Took all my credit cards. He took everything. You follow me? So I've been paying cash for everything for the past 4 or 5 years. It was cool at first, but you need your credit. Credit is a necessary evil, especially in this business, because if I make $100,000 this month and I break down twice, the $100,000 gonna come down, way down. Say I blow a transmission, that's 10 right there. Rear end block, that's another 10. You see where I'm going with this? Now, if I got a line of credit, you follow me? I can continue to grow my money. You follow me? And let's say I want to, instead of having me pay that $10,000 this week, I give them 25, 25, 25, 25 at the end of the month. You see, my money's still growing, right? And I still got my credit line back for the next breakdown, because you're going to get another one.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me? So
Yeah,
that's why
not if, you know what you said, not if it breaks down.
Yeah.
When.
when you in the number.
It's
So
going to happen. You can't escape it.
can't escape it. It's inescapable. But like I said, I got all older trucks now, and me filing bankruptcy was the best thing I could have did, because I was pulling my hair out behind my pay these bills, because they seized my bank accounts and everything, and I couldn't even pay my regular mortgage. I couldn't. They don't care.
That shit is real.
So, and that's what pushed me over to make the conscious decision to file it, because they didn't care about me, so I don't care about y'all.
Yeah.
You follow? You don't know I had a mortgage to pay, or who I had to feed, or gas and electric grid get cut off. They didn't care. We want our money.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Not even just about bankruptcy, but getting sued. I told you I got sued for 60 grand. Driving teams with somebody, same way he wanted to come on, like, all right, well, come ride with me. Got in an accident, wasn't at fault. Didn't write a police report, so I figured they understood I wasn't at fault. I was on the road, missed the mail, and I missed the court date. You know, if you don't go to court, that's an automatic guilt. So the point I'm getting at is, once you start getting into financial obligations, they don't tell you when they coming. I went to the junk one time trying to buy something minor, and that shit was zero. They will come and take every last dollar you have without notice, and notify the other banks. So the way you maneuver around that is charge cards, Cash App, and stuff like that is getting a little different. You don't want to have no much of cash, though, because it's dangerous. And a lot of places, cash ain't really no good. A lot of things you're going to need, you're going to have to pay online or some type of way. But trust me, stay out of them legal issues and get you an attorney. And don't wait till the last minute to get an attorney. And attorney is like a mechanic. My attorney been representing me since I was like 15. He even got me out of attempts, DUIs, Shit, I've been locked up for distributing counterfeit money, fucking Secret Service was watching me. All in between, except murder. And the attorney is worth the money. That's why in the streets you call it a mouthpiece. No, I don't need because you're asking the teacher. That's why they call it a mouthpiece. Because they speak a completely different language than you and I. We go into court saying, I'm not guilty. Don't convict me. They talk about statute W91021 says, according to Comar or whatever, it's a completely different language. And if you ain't took the time to learn that shit, they're gonna throw you for a loop. So you gotta be careful. Any of y'all got any questions or input or what? What time is it, brother?
Nah, just check you out, bro.
What time is it?
2:38.
Alright, we got to 4.
You most of us buy the trucks before we learn the upper end of it, right? And the upper end of it is the freight brokering, things of that nature. But they just opened the course back up for freight brokering at CCB. So I'm trying to hopefully be on by December, so 2024 could be a different year for me. And then I can go to school. No, I want to be able to be on the op, so when I want to go back to school, I got money put up to where as though I can pay the bills or whatever, and go to school and don't have to worry about it, because I still got paid.
Freight broker don't pay off the bat.
No, but
it take like 6 months before you even start making a little bit of money.
My idea to that is to be a freight broker is to be able to broker the loads and drive. I'm gonna get hit twice.
I know. That was my idea too.
How did it work out?
You're not going. If your wife or somebody is doing it, you're not gonna be able to drive and do that at the same time, because the amount of cold calling that it takes in order for you to build a book, in order for you gotta build a book, then you gotta get potential customers, then you have to turn them into actual customers, then you have to turn them into steady customers, because they might just start working with you only when they can't get their steady people, and then when they steady people mess up, then they bring you on full board. And then also when you first coming in, you're going to be taking the rates as a freight broker less than what they get, because you're trying to gain that business so you can have a chance to gain that trust. So they will want to use you as a repeat user, or a repeat carrier or a broker. So it may be a year before you even send any money.
It's a process, bro.
And it sounds awesome. And I remember I was in the yard with Peanut, and he was like, older guy, cause he already knew. I mean, he spoke to y'all before. He grew up in trucking. He's probably had 50-something trucks. And you gotta pick your poison. It's good to know the information so you can understand how brokers work, so you can negotiate better with them.
Right.
I did a load for 14,000 one time. They had it posted for 9. My freight broker course was 3,700. It was really 5 altogether by the time you put the hotel and the plane and all that stuff in there. I have gotten my money back several times, plus from the information I learned taking the course. But I haven't made $1 as a broker, and I had the whole broker thing set up and all that. So they work together, but they don't go together. I went to the first freight broker school in the United States of America. That's why I chose them, because they literally wrote the book. So what they asked us is, what comes first, the cart or the horse? It was a trick question. The answer was the horse, or excuse me, the cart. Per him, it stopped.
Yes, something's on it. I think it's stuff.
Low battery.
Yeah, it's
a little bad.
Okay.
Just let it go. And she got me over there. it's going to look, first off, if you have a trucking company, you don't have to be a broker. You can get direct freight without being a broker if you're a trucking company. It's not necessary. What happens is you get direct shippers and they give you more freight than you can handle, or you take the choice loads, all the local ones and the ones that go exactly where you want to go, then you broker the rest of them out to help your ship out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the whole strategy. The strategy is have a trucking company. If you plan on surviving, you have to get away from brokers. What they told us, I'm speaking what I was taught, not what I did. Don't go from broker to broker and go broke. So the whole point was start a trucking company, get away from being the owner operator, get your own authority, get away from brokers and get direct shippers. And as you get direct shippers, they'll give you more loads than you can handle. Then you take those loads and you broker those out. Well, you put them on the load board. The load board is like a fish tank. When you drop food in there and the fish all come to the top, that's what the load board is. So just put it on there. If you put it on there, people won't bite. But they don't really go together. Because trucking is going to take up too much of your time. I went and spent all that money. Now they ain't on the class. I went and got the broker bond. Back when I did, the bond was only $10,000, $1,500 a year. I went to Pacific Financial, and then you start the whole MC and all that shit. You got all this money invested, and you buy the books. It's a book out there. It's called The Manufacturer's News. That has every warehouse in every single state in it, categorized by alphabetical order. You can get it in print or online.
Oh, what?
The Manufacturer's News. That's like you get the Maryland edition. It's gonna have every single manufacturer in Maryland and the phone number to exactly who you need to call.
So when
and Blue Grace, if you're doing LTL, if you're trying to be a broker, you get LTL loads on that.
Yeah, Blue
Grace, like Amazing Grace.
My fiance got it from the trucking guru. Took a little small little class. She got it. It wasn't these companies. First time hearing these companies, but the trucking guru, Shorty had a list of shippers from A to Z, from East to West Coast.
Yeah.
Pay like $1.50 for that.
Has she been getting in contact with him?
I got lost my truck, man. We dropped. She dropped. She's like, what you want me to do? I said, is either you can keep on fighting to land the shipper, or you can just sit back and what I'm gonna do is I want to smoke. I'm gonna hire a couple of drivers and I'm gonna let her just dispatch us. I don't like that's it.
Wow.
The broken, we gonna try again. We will try again.
They don't bite as easy as people lead you on to believe, do they?
No, shippers don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't.
What y'all gonna find out as time goes on is that a lot of people have figured out, which they not telling y'all, is where the money is not in the industry that they teaching you how to get in. The real industry is selling y'all asses information. Yeah. And nobody holds a seminar to tell y'all how to do that. That's where the money is at. That's what this is they're fishing. Gain people's attention. Capture their information. Start marketing to them through email and all type of sources like that. And if you can get 100,000 people to follow you and you can turn 1% of them into customers, that's the game. Sell them t-shirts and merch, host seminars, charge them to come and sell them a bunch of fucking information. It's professional dream selling is what it is.
But y'all can do it though. Hey Sean, peace and blessing to you, bro. What you doing right here?
I'm trying to change it because I paid money to go to just about all this shit, and I still pay for it, and they are useful, but it's not. They advertise this grandiose lifestyle, but what they don't tell you is that lifestyle was afforded by selling the information, not from the business. The business taught them the information they need to teach y'all, which they sold to y'all, which provided the money for them to live the life that they live. Look how many people go to church. Only person in there with a plane the pastor. I'm not knocking church. I'm trying to tell y'all something about leadership. That's what it is. That's the game. Now, if you smart and you have intuition, you'll take the information, you'll separate the meat from the bone, and you'll look past the person, apply the information, and you'll get a result. But you're not going to get their result. You're not going to buy a $2.5 million Ferrari driving a truck. Sell 1,000 or 2,000 products for $3,000 and you can. You understand what I'm saying? It's a game. That's all it is. So if anything, you need to start finding out. Backtrack these people. Backtrack them and see who they was before they started selling information.